to begin with at SQ4, we would send a lot of photographs to the press and try and build up our sort of company image in that way. We'd always had really high quality letterheaded paper, business cards, but really as time's gone on, we've become, well, we're always looking at the marketplace and saying, well, how do our competitors get into the marketplace and how do they build their sales? And really, at the beginning, when we launched our first stock collection, after we've been in business about 3 years at that stage, we did a really sort of funky cover. It was polyprop, it was clear, it was different. I mean, it stood out from everyone else's. And our brochures were the same. We always had really beautiful photographs and a good quality brochure, but again, it always made us stand out to be different. And then as time's gone on, we've re-looked at how we package our product. It's fabric and wallpaper at the end of the day, but when you're in a retail shop, there's say 50 other books, you've still got to let your book jump out from everyone else's. But last year, when we launched the new retail range, we very much went to a more traditional approach with the bookmaking. Just because the agents, when they go out selling, the big plastic book was very heavy, it was cumbersome, the patterns looked scruffy after a few months because it was all falling out of the sides, whereas the standard book was working and it's worked for everyone for years. But again, we looked at the book cloth and bought in a really nice fake suede, sort of leather effect, and the way we laid up the front of the books, we wanted to make them look different and have really exciting fabrics that jumped out, which makes people want to open the book. And then with the PR, that's been the same really from the beginning. We've always sent out press releases every month, especially if there's a new range, you send out a big press launch, and we get to know the PR people, you know, from the magazines and newspapers that you want to be in. And that's really stayed very much the same since the beginning, and that's how we built up our name from the beginning, through free advertising. At the end of the day, the journalists are always looking for something new to write about, and that's always worked for us. So just really talking about networking as well, that's always a word that I dread, and it is an area which I've never enjoyed that much, but you just realise you've got to be really natural and just think you want to get to know someone, and don't see it as, right, I'm going to a networking event, I've got to meet X amount of people and I've got to turn it into business. At the end of the day, people buy from people, and the more you get used to getting to know people and talking to them, the more it becomes a natural way of growing a business. And yeah, you shouldn't really ever see it as taking from someone, because at the end of the day, people help people, and they'll help you maybe in one situation, but then likewise you'll be able to help them in the future. You just never know when you do need to help someone out. So you should never sort of keep a tally or sort of say, oh, well, I've helped this many people this month, they should be helping me. I think from the beginning very much saw it as a natural way to get people to know about your brand and your company. Basically now we actually have a networking plan, and it's a calendar across the year, and you decide which sort of events you're going to go to, so it's more calculated, whereas before you just go to everything you're invited to, and you get some good meals out and some good drinks parties and all the rest of it. That's all sort of the perks of the business, and just enjoy it. I've met some really lovely people over the years who've become really good friends, and you know, we all help each other out, and it's amazing. Once you get stuck in a situation, say something's going really bad in your business, you can phone them up and say, look, we've talked about this 2 years ago, is there something you could help me with? And just always keep a note of their names, keep a database of who you meet, what they do, because you won't actually remember everyone. But if you've at least got something to go back to and have a look through, you've got a reference of who they are. And I mean, even if they don't remember you, they will after you get talking. If you say, I saw you at a certain event. We've just really always taken it like that. And friends, yes, they can also help. And friends want to help out, it's like family. And I don't think you should ever feel that you're taking the sort of liberty from them or anything, because at the end of the day, if they see you do well, they'll be happy for you.